to bring up Mr. Belcher, then we'll take about a 15-minute break, then we'll be all set up in that other room. It's even closer to the bar, so we don't have to walk so far. It's going to be great. Now, for those of you that don't know Alan Belcher, he's a former #1 contender in the UFC, real top competitor, great guy. And once he retired, he still does, really big martial arts schools down in Biloxi area. And he took all his energy from fighting and put it into marketing, online systems, consulting, and he's really doing some tremendous things down there. So I asked him if he'd be nice enough to come up and share some of the things he's doing with us. He jumped on a plane and came up here. So let's give Mr. Alan Belcher.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Randy, for having me, man. Weather's beautiful. He's been asking me to come down here for like last 6 years, and every year it's like something else pops up and I can't do it, you know, so I finally made it this year. And it's beautiful weather, just like he said, and some really hot rooms. I don't know about your room, but my room was hot. But, you know, I got the load later. So, yeah, so here's kind of what I want to do with you guys today. I want to share some Facebook ad stuff with you and kind of go over some rules that I have with ads. And whenever I teach Facebook ads, I don't do like a, you know, show the ads manager and all that. To me, it's not really about that. To be honest with you, I don't really have the time to keep up, like the interface changes and I have somebody else do that stuff. So I'm in there, I see the reports and I go in there and work and tell them what to do. Sometimes we play around in there, but for the most part, all the work I do is on a dry erase board and on a notepad. It's all psychology. So that's what I want to share with you guys today, is psychology that is going to make your ads work better. It doesn't matter if Facebook disappears and something else pops up. It's really the same with everything. But some of the things I'm going to show you today is going to actually help you hack Facebook's changes and algorithms. So who's all experienced, like 2016 was like the heyday of Facebook ads, where you just put ads out there and you got a bunch of leads, and then it just kind of tanked. Who experienced that? 2016, 17 was okay, and then 18 took a really big hit, right? So, who's heard that there's algorithm changes, even down to like the month. This changed this month. They made some big changes and that affected everything. Who's heard that? Okay, cool. All right, so to make it very simple, here's how I've hacked the algorithm for Facebook. You have to understand what Facebook is. It's a company that sells advertising. So whenever they make changes, all they're doing is they're just making their platform go further to make them more money. So all that really happened, I'll explain it like this, is 2016, you could put some money in and reach everyone in your area, okay? So what would happen is you could have a shitty ad. It could just be, you know, a uniform and $20, whatever it was, you know, free class, free week, free month, or a paid trial, and you just hit everyone with it. It doesn't really matter. It could be even, you know, even back then people were just testing the pictures, like the picture, oh, this picture worked better. And people still kind of have that mentality, which was really kind of a myth. But what was happening was you could reach everyone in your area. So you would get the low-hanging fruit, the suckers. They'd just be like, hey, I'll take that, you know, because you reached everyone. If every single person in your town got the same email or whatever, you would get a lot, you know, you'd get a lot from that. But you're not able to reach those people, okay? See what I'm saying? So now Facebook has kind of throttled that a little bit, so it's making it harder. So what you have to do now is be smarter with your money, really. You have to actually use marketing and use psychology. And that's where the learning curve comes in. That's probably why you're stuck back a little bit and you need to learn how to progress a little bit. And that's what I want to share with you guys today. I guess I should tell you just briefly, I only got like 20 or 30 minutes or something, so I'm not going to get into my story. I will tell you that I have now spent over $1 million in Facebook ads. Not my own money, but my clients too, so we run ads for people. So over the last couple of years, we spent $1 million in ads, so that's pretty good testing data, you know. So with and also whenever you have clients, you don't want to lose your clients, so you're really stressed. Like sometimes I don't sleep at night. I'm like, hey, I hate that it's not working for this person. So we get in there and we dig it out. So that much ad spend with having different clients running different ads and stuff. And we have about 300 clients now that are doing our social media courses or social media programs. And I've actually had over 2,000 customers for social media and sales. And my personal business, I've had as many as 4 schools at once earlier in 2018. Now I'm down to 1.5, and I'm completely kind of getting out of that and moving straight into marketing, because I run ads for other people, not just in martial arts, but also in the fitness industry and e-commerce and a few other things. I got a restaurant client that I was telling Mr. Rudy about yesterday. But so that's kind of like my next transition. But blah 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 blah. All you guys care about is students, right? What do you really want? You want to do? You want to find the next student. Where are you going to get the next student, right? You guys agree?
Yeah.
You want leads?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And by the way, what I've heard, I came in a little bit late today because I was just kind of thinking about what I was going to talk about, and but what I did here was great. That was awesome stuff. Very, very good. I like the psychology behind it, and the inside the school, obviously inside the business, is a marketing tool itself. So when you combine those things together, that's brilliant. And then another thing I want to point out is I've ran into this with clients, is the marketing, the lead is not the marketing. The Facebook ad doesn't make the sale for you. Okay, so getting a lead is just a small step above cold calling someone out of the phone book, which you can do. If you're good, you can just pick up the phone if you know how to sell, and you can get somebody to come in and buy from you. Who believes you can do that? I believe you can do it. I believe I can do it. But a lot of people want Facebook ads and their marketing to do the selling for them, and it's not going to happen like that. And it doesn't mean that you're aggressive and trying to be a hardcore closer. It's just you have to have a sales strategy. You have to follow up, even if it's content, email. I count that as my sales system now. I have a whole I teach an appointment setter system. So when the lead comes in, we work the lead to come in, and then they sign up with someone else most of the time. But also even the content now, the content in the email is part of the sales system. So the first ad that someone sees, that's where a lot of people are banking on. If I put this ad, what offer works? I see it in the groups all the time. What's working for you? What offer works? None of it really works that good. All you're really trying to do is get someone's attention, and then you get them on your list, and you follow up. It's just like the old school, get them on the email list, give them content, pitch every single time in the PS. That's how you market. It's the same way with Facebook, except now the opt-in is the first video that they see. Are you guys using video ads? Is anyone trying to get people with just straight up your first cold ad as a graphic? It's almost a waste of time. Don't even do that. Not saying it won't work. You'll get students from it, but think about if someone sees your video, right? They're gonna get to hear and see. If you put your face in it, also you're branding yourself. So it's like running a commercial in your area. Like people in my area know me as like a fitness person. Like they know that I fought in the UFC by hearsay or whatever, but over advertising for years, they know me as fitness and like children's martial arts and character development, because I ran radio and TV for years and years and years. I put my face on billboards like the egotistical person that does that type of stuff. But I knew that it would serve me well, and now I don't do any type of advertising like that, and I just do videos, and most of the time I'm not even in the videos. But the name, people, if they hear my name, they know it. And I have my name, my face. So that personal brand is a huge part of your Facebook ads. If that's not you, I would try to figure out a way to develop that. Maybe husband and wife couple, one of you guys step up and be the face. Because it's really important. If you look at huge brands, they're always looking for a face. Look how many gigs Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has got to be the face of a brand, because they need the voice and the face, someone out there marketing for them. Your school needs that too. So just a video of your classes doing martial arts, you think that's going to bring people in because it's entertaining, which is a part of marketing, right? To be entertaining with your videos, but people don't really want martial arts. I hate to say it. Who knows what I'm talking about? Do people really want martial arts? If they did, if they believed the value of martial arts like I do and like most of you do here, they would already sign their kid up. As soon as they were big enough, they would have them there. If they didn't like you, they'd have them somewhere else. If they understood that value, right, like we do. We think it's life-changing to us, who believes that martial arts is just as important as sending your kids to public school. Who believes that? It's a must-have thing. You got to put them in it. It's a non-negotiable. Melody even said that. We were talking about our kids. My little boy and my little girl, I forced them to do it. I let them take a break. Now they get to the age he's getting back in. But at some point, it's a non-negotiable. She said he's not doing it now, you know, but once he gets to 7, it's a non-negotiable thing. He has to do it. It's part of his education. Parents do not believe that. All right? So that's a fact. Once you have that belief, you'll think about things differently, okay? So parents they're gonna tell you code words like confidence, respect, discipline. They've been taught this. You know what I mean? They really don't believe it in their heart. It's just what people say. If you really believed it, you would have, you know, why are you going to talk to your husband about it? You guys have already talked about it, and you believe it, and you came to sign up here. You both would have came if you really believed it. It was that big of a deal. But they say that because that's just what they're taught to say. A lot of times people don't connect the dots of what they really need and what they really want and the problem that they have. Okay? So, I'll give you an example. So, have you guys ever heard of sometimes people, or the idea that people don't know what the problem is? Right? So when they become aware of the problem, that's like the first step of marketing. Okay? Because as human beings, we have a lot of problems. When you point those out into your ads, they're going to work a lot better. All right? So number 1, attention. Write that down. You got to get people's attention. I see a lot of people making huge mistakes. They make their live video, and they waste the first 10, 20, 30 seconds, sometimes a minute. Let me let some people get on here. And they're talking. Hey, yeah, it's great. It's beautiful weather here, or whatever. The first 3 seconds is all you got. Remember, you're marketing to people in your area that don't believe in what you do. Okay, you got to make them believe it. How are you going to do that? You're going to focus on my first rule of selling, and I think marketing and Facebook ads is part of selling. The first rule is sell to the problem and the pain. Take the person from pain to glory. So figure out what the problems and the pain point is, or whatever you're doing. Raise your hand if you teach kids mainly. Most of the people in here, meaning 60, 70% kids in your martial arts school. Right? I figured it'd be, I guess you guys are just scared to raise your hand. That's fine. That's cool. So, kids, there's only a couple problems. You figure out what those are. You bring those up in the beginning of your video. The first 3 seconds. Use Instagram stories, an Instagram video, a live video. It should always be the first 3 seconds you talk about the problem, or what you're going to teach that's going to solve the problem. That's how you get people's attention. Now they're thinking problem. All right? And this is like game changer. This is seriously game changer. I see this is the biggest mistake that people make. Okay? You can use this in so many different ways. If you're marketing to people that you think people know they're looking for martial arts, I think you're messing up. Google AdWords is great. You know, catching people that are looking for you, coming from another school or whatever, that's great. But if your marketing should be marketing to people that don't believe in martial arts. You have to connect the dots for them. The problem. What is the problem that parents have? What are you guys selling?
Confidence.
Selling confidence. Okay, awesome. So what would the problem be that the confidence would solve?
Shy kid.
Shy kid is not confident. That's a problem. That's one of the major problems. What's the other type of kid? What's the other benefit? There's all these different, exactly. Behavioral issues over here. It's the wild, crazy kid who won't stand still, makes bad grades, gets in trouble, all that. The other kid over here looks down, is shy, and all that. So you got to figure out the problems. I make them into small categories. You can make all kinds of headlines. Your headline also. So on your ad, right under there, you're grabbing their attention. They're scrolling through there. They may not pay attention to the video, but they see the writing under the ad, the text in the top. The first thing should be stop them and make them want to pay you. That's the way I think of it. So on my video, hey, what's up parents? How would you like your child to listen to you the first time you tell them to do something? You don't have to ask them over and over. It's super painful. I know I got kids and that really sucks. How would you like a trick, actually like 2 steps to do that? Parents like, oh my God, where did I sign up for this? Blank check, I'll pay you anything. They don't even know it's martial arts, right? That's what you want. You guys are leading with martial arts and people don't want martial arts. I think a lot of parents think, you got to think outside. Hang out with people that aren't in the martial arts sometimes. You'll realize that people, they envision their kids sometimes being in a karate uniform or something, maybe getting their black belt, and like when they get old enough they'll do that, but it's more of like a cute experience type of thing. If they don't understand that it's personal development. Yes, ma'am?
In making videos, do you think these words coming out of a parent's mouth versus our own? Do you think that testimonial versus our own?
Yeah, both work. Yeah, if you're too scared to get on the video, do a testimonial. But you're going to follow up with testimonials too. For me, I'm going to spend the most money. Here's another thing you guys should be doing. You probably know this already. Your budget. Say it's $100 a day. I'm going to spend $50 a day on me marketing to the whole town. Everyone in the town, $50 a day. Why? Because I got an ego. I want everybody to see my face, hear my voice, and if I'm going to spend that much money, it's going to be me, branding me, and that's where I'm going to catch everyone with half my money. The other half of my money is all going to be on retargeting, my testimonials, my offers, my daily live videos that I boost to the people that saw the first one. I'm going to split all that up. Okay, so you take your budget, you split it in half. Number one, the first thing is you're going to be your best video that you let everyone. Okay, so if you wanted to make a commercial, right, and run it as a TV advertisement, right, you would have a good advertisement, right? You'd do like your best one. Okay, most people would probably mess that up, but you'd pick the one. That's the one that you want to run. It's just going to be you, and you're going to talk about the problem. And this is how you make TV ads too. I don't run TV ads anymore, but it's basically the same way. Okay, another big law is social proof. Anytime you're selling or you're marketing, when you add social proof in there, it's going to increase. Right? Say you're doing a group close. All right. If you bring a parent and just like Dwayne did with Andrew, who brought him over here, and there was social proof there, right? That's going to help convert better. Every step of the way. Videos. Whenever you have an ad, who is running an ad that doesn't have comments under your ad? You're like, no one comments under your ad. If you see my ads, they have a lot of comments under them. It's because I got my mom and my grandma and my sister and everybody to go on there, all right, and comment. All right, and Melody, send her a message and say, hey, will you go comment on this? Please make it look good. That's what I'm doing. Social proof. It's going to make my ad work better. Dude, look at all these comments. I got some ads with hundreds of thousands of views and thousands of comments. Because once I got my first 20 friends and family, it just caught on like wildfire. People are just commenting like crazy. You guys see what I'm saying? Likability, obviously, is going to be harder. And also I mentioned psychology. If you guys want to learn how to sell and market, go to psychology. Start to study psychology. You'll realize that it's kind of the same few things kind of over and over, just like any other skill. 25 cognitive biases. If you learn those, you'll learn how marketing really good. So, likability. There's a biases that's really powerful. That is the like and love biases. And basically, if they like you, they'll overlook all the bad things. Like people that love Donald Trump, they'll defend him on everything, and vice versa. If they don't like him, he does something good, that's the biases there. All right, so learn how to be likable, and then you got you got a step up on your competition because you're being likable. They're buying from you. All right, so I truly believe in putting yourself on the videos if you can. And a lot of you guys are really good-looking people. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Reed, you should let your wife do that. Your girlfriend. Please. So, likability, social proof, reciprocity. All right. Free versus paid trials. I don't get into that argument. It's not an argument. It's bullshit. Like, Who cares? They both work. You know, the thing, if you're stuck on one offer, this is my offer because it works good, I'll make it over and over. You're not marketing right, because I'm marketing so hard, spend so much money on ads, everyone in my town is going to see it. It eventually won't work. I don't care how good it is. So you got to change it up. And if you have a paid offer, and then you do a free offer, and then you do a tangible gift or whatever, like that's what's going to help mix it up. You guys see what I'm saying? Reciprocity, though, this is one thing that can happen with your sales process, is whenever, I believe that when someone pays online, I've kind of broken one of my rules, so it makes it a little bit harder. You guys experience that. That's why you walk them through the first couple weeks and convert them later. But I like to close people on the first day because I want to get my money back, get as much as I can the first day, put it back in my ads. So, from my experience, when people don't pay online, they convert better. So, a few years ago, I found this out just testing. Basically, email opt-in, and then there was a paid offer, right? So if you just looked at the amount of people that took the first step and the second step, well, as soon as I took the payment out and I just made them put name, number, and email for the paid offer, it went up like 10 times, 10x really. So only 10% of the people were actually paying through there. So if all you're doing is a paid offer and they have to pay first, that's another thing I would check. Paid offers are great. Don't make them pay first. Give them an option to say, hey, you want this $20 thing? Whatever, $69, whatever. Have them put name, number, and email. Okay? And then, if you want them to pay, give them an option afterwards. I just stop giving them the option afterwards. We just call them, oh yeah, you got the $20 trial. Cool. Let me tell you how bad that sucks and tell you how the real program works. Okay? And they didn't pay anything, so they didn't really lose anything. So, there's that. So reciprocity, likability, social proof, this stuff is really powerful. And then the most powerful thing that you can do in selling is have authority. So some of you guys that follow me might have heard me say don't sell. Like the positioning, whenever I'm asking someone to work with me, makes me lose all the control. And the questions, I heard you talk a little bit about questions. Questions are king. If you're asking the question, the other person is talking. All right, this is really powerful. So how does that relate to your Facebook ads? Whenever I give value, right, in my content, I solve problems, that gives me authority and expertise. Whenever I ask someone to work with me, I do it in a way that's, hey, I'm only working with 10 families. If you want to apply to work with me, that's my favorite offer. Application. Fill out this long application. If you get someone to fill out a long application, then you have all the control. Okay, now, I saw you fill out the application. I got some questions for you. Questions. You guys see what I mean? So you keep that authority, and that's a very powerful thing. All right, so I'm gonna wrap it up. If you guys want, I have a couple things. So I'll give you an overview of kind of how that I run the ads, and I'll also, if you guys want to talk to me later today, I'll show you exactly how to set up your ads. All right. There's a couple of key things that you need to do. Video, right? 50% of your budget goes to the video. What you say in your marketing is most important. Copy is king. The words is what sells, not the visual cool stuff, all right? iPhone video and the words that you say and the words that you write is what is going to get people emotional. Words, copy, okay? So that's really important. That can go a lot of different ways. All right, you're going to put 50% on that. Now you're going to retarget that person with a video, with an offer, okay? Lead forms, don't even worry about running traffic to your website. Don't even do that. A lot of people, I used to get opt-ins. Like, don't do that. Just do a lead form, okay? You don't even need a funnel or a small funnel, landing page, whatever. The whole thing is a funnel, right? Then you're going to retarget with testimonials, more testimonials, and then you're going to start to create content every day. 1-minute videos, Facebook Lives. And it seems like a lot of work, but I got a really good schedule and kind of like what to do every single day, and my clients follow that. I'll talk to you guys about that. The live videos every single day is powerful. It's really powerful. If you think that the live video by itself is just going to bring you a bunch of students, it's probably not. If you're really, really good, it might. But it's kind of like a flip of a coin. What I will do though, and what I recommend you do, is advertise that video. So organic content, that doesn't exist anymore. Everything you're going to post, you're going to boost it, right? But strategically, you're not going to make a live video and then just boost it to everyone in your area. Remember the budget. The 50% goes to cold. You guys know what a cold audience is? This means everyone, basically. I could say just women or just parents or whatever, but I mean, I'm kind of in a small town. I just hit everyone. All right, targeting, people are like, oh, targeting, what do you target? There's not really that many options, just everyone. Target everyone, and Facebook will figure it out for me. And I'm gonna see who watches 25% of that video and then have them watch another video and take them through it. And they're gonna follow me every day and every day and every day until they like me, until they love me, until they got some trust and they see some social proof, and then they finally take one of my offers. All right, and it's like a process. All right, so a live video, there's a certain way to do it. Instagram stories, if you guys want, I'll give you guys the layout of how to do that. So if you guys want to text me, I'll send that back. Just all I ask is, don't ask me any like questions or anything. Just be like, you know, it's because a lot of people. I mean, it's a small group, so I'm cool with giving my number. So if you want to write down my number, it's 228-326-1942, and then just text your name. Be fine. And if you want on my email list, put your email there. All right, and then I will send you guys the how to do a live video step by step. All right, that works, and how to do Instagram stories, which is the two things that I do every day. I don't do anything else. I use that content and have someone else put it out there. If you guys look on if you go to your Facebook page and you see the little stories at the top right now, open that up and see if you see me in the top. And a lot of you guys don't even follow me, so that's also a trick I'll teach you.
All right, sir. Oh, we're good. Me and Dwayne are trying to decide who's going to try to take the microphone away from me. Chris volunteered not to go up and do it. So if you get a chance, go on YouTube and look up Alan Belcher versus Rafael Palmeiras. Palmeiras he got thrown out of the UFC, Bellator, for breaking people's legs with leg locks and things. He got Alan down in their fight, had Alan in the leg locks, and then Alan works his way out and knocks him out. It's a very similar joke that I'm sure Mr. Clark or Master Clark might tell tomorrow about the pretzel hold. So it's kind of that same joke. I'm not going to tell it, but maybe you can. But it's a really cool fight, and when we were watching it back in his competing days, we were like, everybody said, man, he's got him. No way Alan can get out of here. And not only to get out of it, he put a beating on him. So it was great. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take about a 10 to 15 minute break. Then we're all going to be back in the dining room. All the chairs are set up. We're ready to rock and roll. We got fans. We're getting out of this stupid tent. It's a dumb idea. I tried it from north. It's not working. But as I said, they can fix stuff really quick down here. It's going to be much more comfortable in there. There's coffee, rolls, orange juice, anything you need. We'll get rolling here in about 10 to 15. Thank you.